Okay, there we go. There we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I had to put myself on screen. I'm sorry about that. I'll put my headphones back on. Thanks everybody for being patient. I really appreciate it. I'm new to all this, so it's a learning experience, and I'm glad everybody's joining me for it. Okay, there we go. I can see myself now. Yeah, for sure, for sure. There we go. Yeah, I can see the bar now. I'm trying out some new headphones too. I'll check the audio next later. Yeah, let me. I'm sorry about that. Let me just jump right into it. I know everybody's been waiting. I'll see if on the replay I can edit it out. But a store manager has recalled creepy run with now accused child killer Jake Haro. So somebody came forward, one of the store managers from one of the stores next door. She's a witness, as he allegedly pretended to cry while begging for help, searching for his missing son. Jake and his wife Rebecca have since been charged with the murder following the disappearance of their 7-month-old son, Emmanuel. Here she is, Liz Mesa, assistant manager of the Bata clothing store next to the Big Fight Sporting Goods, where Rebecca Haro claims their son was kidnapped. So she came forward. She talked to the press. She's a witness, so don't come at me. She's already talked to the son. I'm just a keyboard warrior. All right, here we go. All right, Rebecca alleged Emmanuel was snatched after she was punched in the face as she was changing his diaper in the parking lot of the Big Five Sporting Goods in Yucaipa, California. See, I think I'm saying it right now. Yucaipa, California. She reported her son missing on August 14th, but after police investigated, they allegedly noticed inconsistencies in her and her husband's story. A week later, they were arrested and charged with the murder and filing a false police report. They will be arraigned in court this month, but have denied murdering their son in jail interviews with local news outlets. Some more stories right there. We'll continue. The U.S. Sun spoke exclusively to Liz Mesa. Yeah, see, the U.S. Sun spoke exclusively to Liz Mesa, assistant manager of the Bata clothing company, situated next door to Big Five. Liz, 23, recalled the day Jake came into the store asking for help as locals scrambled to try to help the couple find baby Emmanuel. Wow. She said from the beginning, those living in the quiet community didn't believe someone could have kidnapped their son. Liz recalled, we closed at 7 p.m. So right after it happened, we didn't know anything. But the next day, the dad came in here, fake tears. Like, if you guys know anything about my son. Scroll down. He was here by the front door. I was like, the detectives seem to be doing all they can. He wasn't crying. It was more heavy breathing. It didn't seem real. And he was wearing a hoodie too, which was weird because it was like 90 degrees. Yeah, it's freaking hot out there with a hoodie. That's weird. I agree with that. Let's continue. He seemed in distress and he was rubbing his eyes. They were red, but there were no actual tears. She claims she told her colleagues she felt his story was suspicious when they came into the store later in that day. And he wasn't out searching. He was just walking around the parking lot. It just felt off, especially as they're not from here. She continued. Locals here just thought that that's not Yucaipa. You might see a helicopter going around looking for a missing person, but not a baby. And then we heard the parents were from Cabazon. It's sad. My sisters are parents. And I just can't imagine someone doing that to a baby. I agree. Jake also has a 2023 felony conviction for willful child cruelty after an arrest in Hammett, California, while he was married to his ex-wife Vanessa Avina. In October 2018, their daughter, who was 10 weeks old at the time, was rushed to the hospital after Vanessa phoned 911. Doctors told police the little girl had an acute fractured rib, 6 ribs with healing fractures, a skull fractured brain hemorrhage, swelling of the neck, and a fractured leg bone that was healing. The abduction spot in Yucaipa, parents arrest at their home, search area, and then cops were called to the property. I'm still investigating that. That was a day before Jake had called for service to the police department, sheriff's department. So that's pretty interesting. We'll keep going. Yours truly. Here we go. An officer wrote in an affidavit for a warrant that the findings were indicative of abuse, head trauma, child physical abuse, and nutritional neglect. Jake initially blamed the baby's injuries on Vanessa. Both eventually pleaded guilty to the charge in 2023, but escaped jail. Vanessa's mother, Margarita Avina, spoke to the U.S. Sun, claiming Jake abused her daughter and she was not in her right mind, but insisted she would never harm her baby. The Riverside District Attorney has since revealed the girl, now 7 years old, is disabled with just 3% brain function and has been adopted by Vanessa's cousin. Store manager Liz said, to see he had a previous case against them for child cruelty is just crazy. 1 second, let me grab some water. Okay, continue. Everybody wants them, Jake and Rebecca, to confess. I heard the week before that Rebecca visited the store here and was asking around about whether there were cameras or not. Rebecca told the media during interviews that the Big 5 retail store doesn't have security cameras monitoring the parking lot. It is not yet known whether police have security footage of the mother in the parking lot before or after the alleged kidnapping. Here's a timeline. So August 14th, Emmanuel's mom, Rebecca, reports him missing. She claims she was attacked near Big 5 sporting goods store in Yucaipa. 15, San Bernardino cops issue a statement saying the search for Emmanuel is ongoing. They reveal that he has not been found. August 16th. And we've been over this, and I'm repeating this, but it's good to have this information and the timeline to just keep you refreshed and up to date. It's really good to go over these timelines. August 16th, cops say they cannot rule out foul play. 17th, police visit the Haro family home. 18th, police say they have conducted extensive searches in the Yucaipa and Cabazon areas. So things were moving along pretty fast. They also revealed that a large amount of surveillance footage has been reviewed. Can't wait to see that. 19, San Bernardino cops probe an alleged sighting of Emmanuel. Police have also seized a car belonging to Emmanuel's dad, Jake. I'll look at the comments in a bit. I can't see them while I'm sharing my screen, so I do apologize for that. But I'll get to your comments after the article, and then we'll just kind of hang out and talk about what we just read. So on the 20th, cops say Emmanuel still hasn't been found. Excuse me. August 21st, 1 week since Emmanuel was reported missing. Cops search a home in the Cottonwood Avenue area. That's interesting right there. Wonder what home that is. 22nd, Jake Haro and Rebecca Haro are arrested and charged with murder. Police continue to search for little Emmanuel. 24th, so 2 days later, August 24th, after they were charged, formerly charged, Jake wearing prison overalls joined cops as they searched an area near the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley. Emmanuel still hasn't been found. I posted a video. I was on site, and you can see the area. There's a couple videos I uploaded. When you have time, check those out. Put a comment, like, share if you like to. Appreciate it. Riverside District Attorney and Sheriff's Department, along with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, held a press conference last week after Jake and Rebecca's arrest. DA Mike Hestrin spoke of how Jake avoided jail 2 years ago. Let's go up here. So yeah, we have a witness coming forward. This is pretty interesting stuff. This just came out today. So that's pretty interesting that he went the next day out when they opened and was rubbing his eyes, no tears, pretty much just walking around the parking lot. I've been to the parking lot. It's pretty big, but it's noticeable if you're just kind of just walking around, just, picking your nose. Here we go. The judge decided Mr. Haro observed. The judge decided Mr. Haro deserved an extra break and gave him probation and basically 180 days work release, which ends up being like community service, he said. Pretty much community service. Go pick up trash, feed the homeless, whatever, community service. Go play at the YMCA, go play some basketball, pretty much. Here we go. He called the judge's decision an outrage, error, and judgment. If you or someone know that is affected by any of these issues raised in the story, you can call this number or this hotline or check out this website. And I think that's it for the article. Yeah, so this is just hot off the press. It just came out. Yeah, that was it. Real interesting. I'm going to play the video of the witness. Just give me 1 second. Let me scroll up. Yeah, those timelines are important to go over. And we'll watch her interview. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, hi everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate everybody coming out. Let me share my screen so I can play the interview. But some pretty interesting stuff coming from an eyewitness. Yeah, the DA was saying that they had a lot of witnesses, so that's one of them right there. Just give me 1 second. New tab. And it's pretty interesting. He's just walking around the parking lot, not really searching. And it kind of begs the question, because he's allegedly killed, right? We have to kind of say that if he already knew that the baby was gone, which we all have a pretty good idea of that he is, because even the DA is saying that it's a search. They're searching for his remains. And statistically speaking, the longer somebody goes missing, the chances of them being alive go way down. Okay, let me. Oh wow! 1 second. Sorry about that again. uh, 1 second. Let me share my screen. I exit out. Again, thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, please. Hi, Connie. Hi, Robin. Hi, Native Girl. Hi, Rome. Everybody's in here. Some breaking news. An eyewitness comes forward speaking with the Sun reporter, Katie. Let me try to put the interview on. I'll go through comments in a bit. I can only see like a little section at a time. Let me share my screen. There we go. Turn the volume up. There we go. Hey, Ruby, welcome in. Again, I can only see a little section, so don't think I'm ignoring you guys. I'm really appreciative of everybody joining me right now. Thank you so much. Okay, it's on the screen. Here we go. What just happened?
No, it's just very shocking. Yeah.
And were you at work when it first happened? How did you first hear about it?
We close at 7. So for them to say it happened at like 7:47, the whole parking lot is empty basically by that time. And I didn't find out until the next morning when I came into work, and yeah, they were just questioning us too.
And what was the scene outside when you came to work that day?
It was all just undercover vehicles, to be honest. And I thought, oh, it's just busy at Big Five, but I had no idea what the situation was, to be honest.
And you had a run-in with Jake yourself. Talk to us about what happened, where he was in the store, how he was acting.
Yeah, he just came in and asked if we had any information, and please just let him know. But there was no tears, just exaggerated kind of facial expressions. Yeah.
So what was he doing? What kind of things was he saying?
Just I don't know, heavy breathing, and then just like rubbing his eyes, but there was no really tears, so it's just hard to, feel bad for him. I don't know.
And what was your initial reaction to that? Did you feel something was off, or did you feel he was not acting how somebody would if their baby had been kidnapped?
Yeah, if their baby had been kidnapped, they would have been out looking for them. Same with like my sisters with their kids. It's just not something to just hang around in a parking lot and then just be mingling with your family. I don't know.
How would you describe his facial expressions there?
Exaggerated, just very putting on front. I don't know how to explain it.
And did you see his wife at all? Did you see the mum?
No, I think she was just outside, to be honest. I think she was just out here with the family.
But you thought it was odd to be just hanging around in the parking lot and speaking to just a couple of store owners instead of driving around.
Yeah, I mean, they were handing out flyers at first, but I don't know, even then it was just missing kid and not missing baby.
Kansas Bureau of Investigation.
There you have it. Missing kid, not missing baby. I seen car posters better than that. All right, I'm going to go over chat. Let that sink in a little bit. Play some music in the background. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, the flyer, right? Missing baby, missing kid. It's like, come on, man. Crime is here. Finding Dory. Mustang. This guy right here, he doesn't know what he's doing. Rome is here. Good to see you. Catching up on chat. Native Pro's here. Good to see you. Appreciate all my mods being here, letting me know what's going on with chat and if you can hear me. Thank you so much. Robin, how you doing? Welcome in. Connie, good to see you. That's cool. Everybody's saying hi to each other, being friendly. Not a goat. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And the way he was holding it up, too, he's like, this kid is missing. Do you know where he's at? Like, no emotion. But yeah, that article came out. It was a pretty interesting article. Let me go check out the lady. Emmanuel. So I want to read her bio, give her a shout out, give her some credit. I'm doing some really good work. Oh, right on, Carrie. Thank you so much. Yeah, allegedly speculating for sure. Shout out to her. You guys want to check her out after the live? She does some pretty cool work too, and I called into her show before too, and yeah, she's one of a kind. Yeah, that was interesting. TCG, True Crime. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back with Mark the Shark instead of True Crime Mark, or with Mark. It kind of, I don't know. I feel weird with that title for some reason. I think I'm gonna go back to Mark the Shark. I really like that name, and it's more casual. I'm just pulling up Katie Forster's bio. She's been doing some reporting. So Katie Forster, assistant editor, exclusives. There's her X account. If you guys want to check her out. She's been doing some really good work on this case. Really good reporting. And we've been following it pretty close. Katie Forster is a British-born assistant editor, at the U.S. Sun. She is based in Los Angeles and produces world-exclusive stories covering breaking news, crime, show business, lifestyle. Katie also helps run the exclusive team, edits, copy, and mentors junior journalists. She previously worked as a freelance reporter for several major outlets. Notable in-depth investigations, including a series of interviews for a podcast and a book about Jeffrey Epstein. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Oh yeah, I've heard about that one. Before working in the U.S., she spent time in London on the Mirror Online, Showbiz desk, and also spent years writing for newspapers in the north of England. Right on. Shout out to Katie Forster. Real good reporting on this case. Yo, Ben, welcome. Yeah, we just went over it. We went over the article. Yeah, no one said that, Lisa Elliott, because it just came out, this article, and I'm watching this real closely, and I'm not going to put anything out that's not, covered by a good source. At least I tried to, I've been on scene. I've been covering it since it came out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go out there due to personal reasons before the arrest on Friday. I went there on Thursday. What's up, Talk Dog? Welcome in. But I initially wanted to go up there Monday, like a week before the arrest, because I knew the arrest was coming Friday. I said either Friday or Monday there's going to be an arrest, just by how things were moving fast, just how the stories didn't add up, just everything about the story just did not add up. There's other stories that we've seen that, we give people the benefit of the doubt, but this one's just everybody knew something was wrong. Everybody. So I made sure I went up there. Let me see if I missed anybody. I don't think I did. Ben's a real good dude. He's I've known him for a while. He's real cool. Hi all. Flower basically said missing goat. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Joyce. Don't call police or 911. Just call dad or mom. Rumor Jake's family printed that flyer. Seems so disconnected. Yeah, like no feeling or anything on that. And the way he was holding the paper, just weird. Top dog. Glad you can make it, Top Dog. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Carrie asked, another arrest? No, I don't think so. I just went over the a witness. I'll play the clip again. Let me share my screen for those that are just coming in. Let me play that again for everybody. I won't read it. I'll play the video. That way you can get caught up with everybody just like me. This is the first time I'm looking at it too, but it just came out earlier today, and it's real interesting the way she recalls Jake's demeanor. No worries, Carrie. It's good to ask. You asked. No, don't be sorry for anything. You're good. I appreciate you coming in here. Thank you so much. Do me a favor, hit the like button, please. Let me stop the music. So the title is Strange Request. Killer Dad Jake Haro begged me for help after staging murdered son's abduction. Just loading. So this is Liz. She works at the Bada Clothing. She's a manager there, and she's recounting her story the day after the abduction. Oh man, hold on one second.
Yeah. And we When it first happened, how did you first hear about it?
We close at 7, so for them to say it happened at like 7:47, the whole parking lot is empty basically
Give
by
me
that
one
time.
second.
And I didn't find out until the next morning when I came into work, and yeah, they were just questioning us too.
And what was the scene outside when you came to work that day?
It was all just undercover vehicles, to be honest, and I thought, oh, it's just busy at Big Five, but I had no idea what the situation was.
I'll restart it for. I'm sorry about that. Let me restart it.
Since Ukaipa is very small, everyone's very united, So if it was something kind of big like that, of course people are going to go searching, stuff like that. But, it's just very shocking, yeah.
And were you at work when it first happened? How did you first hear about it?
We close at 7, so for them to say it happened like 7:47, the whole parking lot is empty basically by that time. And I didn't find out until the next morning when I came into work, and yeah, they were just questioning us too.
And what was the scene outside when you came to work that day?
It was all just undercover vehicles, to be honest, and I thought, oh, it's just busy at Big Five, but I had no idea what the situation was, to be honest.
And you had a run-in with Jake yourself. Talk to us about what happened, where he was in the store, how he was acting.
Yeah, he just came in and asked if we had any information, and please just let him know, but there was no tears, just exaggerated kind of facial expressions. Yeah.
So what was he doing? What kind of things was he saying?
Just I don't know, heavy breathing, and then just like rubbing his eyes, but there was no really tears, so it's just hard to, feel bad for him. I don't know.
And what was your initial reaction to that? Did you feel something was off, or did you feel he was not acting how somebody would if their baby had been kidnapped?
Yeah, if their baby had been kidnapped, they would have been out looking for them. Same with like my sisters with their kids. It's just not something to just hang around in a parking lot and then just be mingling with your family. I don't know.
How would you describe his facial expressions there?
Exaggerated, just very putting on front. I don't know how to explain it.
And did you see his wife at all? Did you see the mum?
No, I think she was just outside, to be honest. I think she was just out here with the family.
But you thought it was odd to be just hanging around in the parking lot and speaking to just a couple of store owners instead of driving around.
Yeah, I mean, they were handing out flyers at first, but I don't know, even then it was just missing kid and not missing baby.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. That's wild. I mean, that's an eyewitness to that, and even the DA was saying that there was a lot of witnesses coming forward. So she's speaking to the media, and I'm just replaying that. And shout out to Katie Forrester. She's been doing some really good reporting on this. Real good. Let me play one of my videos I took out from off the 16th. Pretty interesting. Where Jake took searchers out to explore to see if he could find the baby. Explain them. All right, let me go over chat real quick. Make sure I welcome everybody in. All right, Indian Taco, you made it. Appreciate you coming in. Any word if Jake had court with probation violation scheduled for today? But I haven't heard anything. Oh, that's interesting though. I'll check that out. Thanks for mentioning that. I'll check that out. Oh, the day today got moved to Thursday for the arraignments. Everything's put on docket for Thursday. Okay, yeah, for sure. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll be there in the courtroom. Last time I planned accordingly, but since it was my first hearing to go there was only 2 rows, one for media and one for the public, and they were only letting a few people join in. People were kind of, cutting in line and trying to get in there. So I'm not going to let that happen this time around. I'm just going to stay up in front, and if people try to cut me in, I'm just going to, hey, get behind me or something, because people are being rude. Mustang is here. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you guys sub up and hit all notifications, so when I go to the hearing, you guys can be the first to hear that. You guys don't want to miss it. Hopefully they come out with evidence, and it's gonna or something. But like I said, I'm new to this. It's the plea arraignment, so they got to go in there and either plead not guilty or guilty, and then after that, who knows what's gonna happen. If anybody in chat has been to those types of hearings, it'd be nice to hear what your experience and what you've been, if you have been to plea arraignments. Bean Baby 27 says, I live in the area and I hate going to the store with my son. I get people kind of emphasize that my son is Emmanuel. So they're confusing your son with with baby Emmanuel? Top dog. Top dog's in here. Wow, 30 people in the chat. The chat is growing all right. When he had work release, he worked, LOL. I thought he had workers' comp and they had to go to a group home or jail for that time and with an income on. Yeah, please hit the like, please sub up. Make sure you hit all notifications so when I go to the hearing on Thursday, it's this Thursday. I'll be going live right afterwards, and as it's fresh in my mind. So I really want you guys to be a part of it, and I want you to share that experience with me. And justice for Emmanuel, number one, justice for Emmanuelito, baby Emmanuelito. We've seen the tributes that the memorial is out there, and it's getting bigger, it's getting huge. The support from the community, it's just amazing. Imagine if that would be wild. Getting a live feed from his glasses. Let me play a couple of videos. I'm gonna play that video again for everybody that's coming in. I see new people coming in, so I want to play that video again. I read it over. I like reading it. But let me play that for the new people coming in. There's a new witness that just came out today, this morning, I believe. So we're hearing it. I'm reading it. I'm hearing the statement for the first time. Sometimes I can't go right away, to try to break the news, but it's okay. Country Diva, Mr. Rooster. Hey, welcome in, Country Devo. Thank you for joining us. Just want to play the interview again for everybody that knew that's coming in. Weird, I just had it right here. Give me a second. Share my screen. Thank you, everybody, for being patient with me. I'm really new at all this stuff, so it's oh, that's why I was in the UK edition. How the hell that? Yeah, if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, hang out for a little bit. Well, I'll figure this out. That's funny. I was in the UK version. All right, I got it pulled up. Now I just got to share the screen. Roland asks if I have any of the stories of other cases that you've been covered. I mean, there's a lot of cases that I follow, but right now I'm just focused on this case because it is. I mean, I don't know how other creators do it when they are covering more than one case. If I can barely keep up with one, so yeah, just this for now. We'll see what the future holds for the channel, and I really appreciate everybody joining in. Okay, let me just cut the music. So here's the interview. StreamYard kept crashing, but here we go. For everybody that's just joining us, this is an eyewitness from the store next door to the Big Five.
Were you
Would help if I shared the screen, huh? Jeez. Here we go. It's a lot better. There, okay, here we go. Head to stage.
Since UKIP is very small, everyone's very united, you know? So if it was something kind of big like that, of course people are going to go searching, stuff like that. But, you know, it's just very shocking. Yeah.
and were you at work when it first happened? How did you first hear about it?
We close at 7. So for them to say it happened at like 7:47, the whole parking lot is empty basically by that time. And I didn't find out until the next morning when I came into work, and yeah, they were just questioning us too.
And what was the scene outside when you came to work that day?
It was all just undercover vehicles, to be honest. And I thought, oh, it's just busy at Big Five, you know, but I had no idea what the situation was, to be honest.
And you had a run in with Jake yourself. Talk to us about what happened, where he was in the store, how he
Yeah.
was acting.
Yeah, he just came in and asked if we had any information and please just let him know. But there was no tears, just exaggerated kind of facial expressions. Yeah.
So what was he doing? What kind of things was he saying?
Just, I don't know, heavy breathing and then just like rubbing his eyes, but there was no really tears. So it's just hard to, you know, feel bad for him. I don't know.
And what was your initial reaction to that? Did you feel something was off, or did you feel he was not acting how somebody would if the baby had been kidnapped?
Yeah, if their baby had been kidnapped, they would have been out looking for them. Same with like my sisters with their kids. You know, it's just not something to just hang around in a parking lot and then just be mingling with your family. I don't know.
How would you describe his facial expressions there?
Exaggerated, just very putting on front. You know, I don't know how to explain it.
And did you see his wife at all? Did you see the mum?
No, I think she was just outside, to be honest. I think she was just out here with the family.
But you thought it was odd to be just hanging around in the parking lot and speaking to just a couple of store owners instead of driving around.
Yeah, I mean, they were handing out flyers at first, but I don't know, even then it was just missing kid and not missing baby.
Yeah, there you have it. Let me catch up on chat. Yeah, make sure you guys sub up so you guys don't miss any notifications when things like this come out. I mean, even the manager, she's like 22 years old. She even knew that his story was fake. Unbelievable. Catch up on chat real quick. Thank you to all my mods. I appreciate that. Keeping the chat cool and keeping it respectful. A lot of people that come in here, we're here for baby Emmanuelito. You know, we're not here for games or other things. We're here for justice, and I really appreciate the crowd that we get in here day after day, night after night. Have been really good, real respectful, and that's all we want is just justice for baby Emmanuelito. So thank you to my mods, thank you to chat, thank you for everybody that's coming in here. Thank you for the new subs. Really appreciate you so much. Really want to get this story out, let it stay out like how it is now, and bring you good source information. I know there's a lot of rumors and speculations out there. That's okay. And right here, you're more than welcome to have your opinion. Just make sure, if you don't know something to be true, just put in my opinion. That's okay. Just catching up on chat. Yeah, the flyer, right? Oh my goodness. Missing kid. The DA and the sheriff's office is all they have is an evidence. It's witnesses, digital and video evidence. That is no physical evidence that we know of, right? Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's no body, but here in California, we have a really good record of no body prosecutions. There was one in 2006. Might go over that maybe tonight. No body crime prosecution. That would be a good life. Thanks again. I really appreciate everybody showing support for baby and Manuelito. This is what it's about. Everybody coming together, the community coming together, showing support. I live in the area and I hate going. Oh, yeah, that's what you were saying, that people think your baby is Emmanuel. That's wild. I mean, the thing is with Jake is the dude's a liar, in my opinion. He's a manipulator. Does anybody think that the demise of Rebecca's nephew and the demise of Wade's brother have any correlation to the abuse of the two babies, the timing around the suspicious? Yeah, I mean, it is suspicious. It is a coincidence, right? Those things, like that there's I mean, it's not like little incidents. I mean, these are murders. These are missing babies. These are abused babies, right? So, yeah, I think there is something to it. Whether big or small, yeah, I do think so, in my opinion. I think so. He was wearing orange last time he was in court. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You got to keep it consistent. I mean, yeah, I would think that he would try to confess or something, or try to get leniency from the court. But then again, I mean, what does that mean if he throws himself to the court like last time, right? Where he got that plea deal from the court, where he, as we saw, he only served probation and 180 days work release, pretty much community service. So I know the DA is not isn't interested in the plea deal, which is good. They're going to try to, go forward with everything. That's what they were saying at the presser. Narcissists will put themselves in full protection. Absolutely, 100%. There's a really good book. I really recommend it. It's called The Narcissist Playbook. I mention that book all the time, and it's a really good book. It changed my life. It shows you how narcissists act, and it's usually the same playbook, the same the same wording. So if anybody wants to look into a narcissist and what they say and things like that, that's a really good book. The Narcissist Playbook. I'm trying to pull up one of my videos of the search site where I visited the area. Hi, Cuffy, welcome. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure, Carrie, 100%. I'm getting a lot better with that. Spotting a narcissist, spotting those types of people. That just want to hurt you emotionally, want to take advantage of you. Again, I highly recommend that book. I can't emphasize that enough. Is that book has just helped me out so much in my life, and it's subtle, and they show you and tell you the tricks that a narcissist uses to try to control you, to try to gaslight you, to try to triangulate you, to try to make you feel bad. If you'd like to help support the channel, there's my Cash App. If one of the mods could drop that in too, it's not required, it's not necessary, but it's really appreciative. And what that goes to is, grabbing some food on the way over there, grabbing some gas. So anything's appreciated. Even $1 goes a long way. So again, it's not required. It's not I'm not pushing it on you, but it is appreciated. Thank you. I'm just trying to pull up the videos. Some of the videos I took, it's just StreamYard keeps crashing. So again, thank you so much for being patient with me. I really appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure you hit the like, sub, so you don't miss any updates. I'll be hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be in the hearing on the 4th this Thursday for the plea hearing. That's gonna be interesting. So hopefully, I don't want you guys to miss that. I want you guys to be a part of it, a part of the justice for Emmanuel and for baby Manuelito. Because believe me, in my heart, I do believe he's going to get justice. It's up to the sheriff's department. It's up to the lead investigators and the DA to do their part, to do their job. And I don't know who the judge is going to be or what the rules are going to be or what, but I mean, that baby Manuelito deserves justice. That's what we're here for. I do have Venmo. I'll post it up in a minute. Thank you, Mons. Appreciate it. Let me just play some of the videos I took when I was out there. All right, from Rhode Island. Welcome in. Always MT72. Thank you. Appreciate that. A little choppy. But as you can see, the memorial grew a lot bigger. I'll show you a video too of the day before the arrest. A lot of posters, candles, stuffed animals, flowers. There was a stroller there too. I'm wondering if that was the same stroller from the back and someone grabbed it. It was like a poster. Yeah, yeah, definitely amazing. Let me show you how it looked the day before the arrest, and then that's recently, so you can see how big it grew. Give you a perspective. So this was the day before the arrest. I was there on Thursday. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it earlier than that. I wanted to be there just super early, like like on a Monday, Tuesday. But I had to catch up on personal things. I wasn't able to go out there. I knew an arrest was coming Friday. I said, there's going to be an arrest on Friday or Monday, just the way things were moving along, and everybody saw through the BS. But this was the day before the arrest. Oh, let me share the screen. Sorry. Oh, yeah, it is sharing. There's the house. So you see, it was that was the day before the arrest. So, I mean, there was like a little bit of posters and things. So you saw how big it grew. You play another video. This video is from the sheriffs. This was the day of the arrest. Coming in hot. There's a casino in the background. What a bee, huh? Right there. Oh, my back, my shoulder. Like whatever he's saying. What a POS, in my opinion. The sheriff is like, walk this way, please. Right into a cactus. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. uh, yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is when they're coming in hot. I'll go over chat. I don't want to miss what you're saying. All right, let me just catch up on chat. I'm going to play another video of where they were searching the area where they took him out there. You guys remember that? Let me just pull that up. Thank you, everybody, for who's coming in. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit all notifications. That way you don't miss anything. Hopefully, I'll be going to the hearing on Thursday. Hey, Hockey, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, let me play that video. That's a good video of the area where they went to go search, and it's pretty hard to stop there in that area because it's a truck like lane. Excuse me, let me get some water. Yeah, it's a truck lane, and you have to cross a solid line into the semi-truck lane that are zooming by, and then you have to get on the shoulder, and then you have to get on the dirt area. So it's a little, it's. I mean, you can miss it easily. But let me play it. Here it is. Oh yeah, right here. Let me share my screen. Let me make sure it's on the screen. And you guys can have your opinions and speculations, but if you don't know it to be true, just put in my opinion, or I think, or I believe, and debate the idea. No personal attacks or anything like that, please. All right, here we go. So this is the 60 freeway, off the 60 freeway, where the searchers went. On site right now. This is where Jake Haro came out with searchers, and nothing was found. But this is it, right here. Took me a minute to find it, but it's pretty open out here. Freeway. Yeah, so see where the freeway's right there? There's a semi truck lane only. It's a solid line. Not only that, but highway patrol is hot out there. So I can't imagine him pulling over with a body and the shovel and then going in there. It's just, that place is just hot, filled with highway patrol, stopping every other mile. I mean, in my opinion, it's a hard spot to try to go and do something discreet. In my opinion, being out there and seeing it, and seeing the way it is next to that semi truck lane and trying to get over. Yeah, that too, like the animals and things like that. But I wanted to go search there, but after the presser, the DA and the sheriff said for the public not to go out there and search. So it is what it is. Let me pull up another video that I took while I was out there. Let me just pull up that video for everybody. Just hang tight. Make sure you sub up, hit the like. That way you don't miss anything. Let me just share my screen. Just want to show you the fire that was right by the house. The aftermath. Thank you, Cup Dog or Top Dog. So this is the aftermath of the fire next to the house. You know, kind of across the street from the house. It was really close. When I was there, it was super close. I didn't know it was that close to the house. I mean, steps away. Neighbor's house got burnt too. Let me see if I have one more to show. I wanted to upload some pictures I took out there, but maybe for next time. Share my screen. There we go. I'm getting used to sharing the screen. There we go.
Okay, now it's recording. Go ahead.
So she was in there. She was able to get into the hearing the first one. It was only like 10 minutes, which that's how those things go. But as soon as she got out, I asked her if I could, she can do an interview.
Hi, my name is Davina. I live here in Riverside, California. I came here, and at first they were only allowing so many people in there. I was not allowed at first, and then they said 3 more people, and the cop that was out there, the deputy, he said you, and you, and I was one of the picks. So I was in there. When I walked in, Rebecca was sitting to the right, and Jake was sitting to the left, and it was really fast. It was like 10 minutes, literally. He pretty much just read them their hearing and said that you want to waive your rights. Do you agree? Do you agree? They both said yes. There is a new public defender. I want to say it's a public defender. It might be an actual attorney, but I want to say it's a public defender. He is representing. Yes.
That's the new attorney right there?
Yes.
Okay, there it is,
He's their
guys.
new attorney. I don't know if
New
it's public
attorney?
defender.
Public defender or not?
But that is
the new one.
He's representing Rebecca and Jake both. And they both ended up saying they agreed to waive time to September 4th is their new court date. And then that was pretty much it.
That was pretty much it.
On the theater, he was in there.
Yeah.
He's a reporter. And he, I think they arrested him or detained him because he said, hola. Yeah.
They detained on the theater?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And what was your name again? And I was asking you about the black guy. if they were having, if Rebecca
Oh
had
yeah, she had the black eyes still.
both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Yeah, so I guess they have new attorneys now. Wanted to put some pictures up, but I don't have it on the computer, so maybe next time. So yeah, replay crew, thank you for joining it. I have a lot of people that come in from the replay crew. So shout out to you too, and I always appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's going to do it for me today. Again, I'm very appreciative of everybody here. And thank you so much for being here, being a part of this, being part of the Justice for a Baby Emmanuel. And hopefully we see that justice. Hopefully we don't get a judge that's doing funny things or things like that, or giving people breaks and things. I mean, we need to stop giving baby killers breaks and things like that, murderers. I mean, you name it. We need to stop giving them breaks and giving them the full force of the law, in my opinion. But that's it for me today, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hit the like button on your way out, share the video, replay if you want. And take care and be safe out there. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.